I'm Drew Coles.
I'm Erin Coles.
And this is Met Player Monday.
Today we're talking about where to look for inspiration when choosing the music for your wedding.
Our first piece of advice is always to look into yourselves and try to determine how important the music for your wedding is to the overall conceptualization of your wedding. And there are so many different levels to this. For example, the Metropolitan Players are really far along on this spectrum of bands that a couple might choose to maintain the importance of their musical wishes.
For example, if there are particular songs that are important to you, your relationship, and or your family, we believe you should hear them and experience them live at your wedding. So we learn requests at no additional charge. We will learn any request for a special song or for the dancing portion of your night, regardless of the genre. Our next piece of advice is to consider songs that were popular at different stages in your relationship. Maybe there was a song that played at the restaurant on your first date, or a song that was playing the first time you kissed.
There are no rules around what songs can be used for what, and we can always give suggestions on how to incorporate meaningful songs throughout your wedding celebration. For example, Erin and I wrote a song together during the first summer that we spent together. It was called I'm Hooked on Every Word, and it was written when we assumed that we'd never see each other again after the summer ended because our lives were going in different directions. Well, it's clear now that we didn't go in different directions, and we wanted to honor that by including the song in our wedding in some way. So we incorporated it into the ceremony as the bridal processional.
Another example for us is Party Rock Anthem, which is a song that was super popular during our first summer together. We used to hear it all the time when we went out together, and it brought up so many happy memories. So we decided to use that as our entrance song into the reception.
Another piece of advice is to consider songs that you liked as a child or that were popular when you were a child. A lot of these tend to work well for parent dances. Also, lyrical content can play a role in song selection for your wedding. For example, a ton of common cake cutting song choices refer to cake, sugar, sweetness, honey, or other things like that.
Look for words or lines that speak to your relationship. Let's use My Father-Daughter Dance as an example. Growing up, we always listened to James Taylor, Billy Joel, and Carole King, so I figured we'd do something from one of those artists. But when my dad was listening to some options, he found Father and Daughter by Paul Simon, which had a line about a golden retriever. And it just so turns out that we had a golden retriever when I was growing up. His name was Charlie, and he was my favorite pet. My dad really resonated with that line, and it sealed the deal on the song that we chose.
Other examples include Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlyle and You Raise Me Up as sung by Josh Groban. Both of these songs are sung from the first person point of view to another person who has impacted them significantly. My Wish by Rascal Flatts is also another example of a song with great lyrical content expressing well wishes for someone.
If you're looking for general music inspiration for the dancing portion of your reception, this can also be a good place for you to look back at the music you loved growing up. As of right now, we're working with a lot of couples who grew up in the 90s and love 90s music like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and Alanis Morissette, as well as music through the early to mid 2000s like early Lady Gaga, Usher, and J-Lo. You can also go into your listening history on whatever music service you use, whether that's an old iPod, Spotify, or Apple Music. Go through your history or look through songs that you've saved as favorites and jot down some of the music that could work well for your wedding.
So to wrap up, let's talk about some examples that commonly take place during a wedding reception.
For the entrance song or songs, we suggest choosing something that's upbeat, energetic, and talks about dancing the night away.
For a first dance song, many people choose songs that talk about a love that will last forever or the first time that they saw the other person.
For parent dances, some of the most common selections come from the point of view of a parent and mention sending their child off to the next chapter of their life, being proud of their child's accomplishments, or being glad that they were along for their son and daughter's journey thus far.
Many cake-cutting song choices discuss sweets, and I should know I have a particularly large sweet tooth.
Lastly, if you decide to choose a last song of the night, we suggest choosing something upbeat, choosing a sing-along song, or picking a tune that talks about the end of the night. Common last songs include Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, Shout by the Isley Brothers, Last Dance by Donna Summer, and Closing Time by Semisonic.
So we hope this has been helpful, and remember, we're always here in case you have questions or just want to run something by us. We have Spotify playlists with musical suggestions and inspiration at the ready. So just reach out to us for more information on those. At the end of the day, we're here to support you in making musical memories. Oh, both of these songs. You want to laugh?
No, I don't. Okay, I'm not a good liar.
Yogi, you're like, that doesn't come out unless you really want. Okay, here we go. Both of these songs are sung from the first person point of view. First person.
Poor person.
Oh, your little magical touch. You're like Midas, but a lady. I don't think Midas was a lady, right?
No.
Mida? All right. Goodbye for now.
Have you ever seen a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay?
We did A okay, just fine. Where is this bay? We're not going on. Halfway there, whoa, was living on a prayer. Take my hand. If it pops in the middle.
All right, well, let's get through it fast.
Cataclysmic. You ready?
Yeah.
I can't sing it all.
Okay.
Whew. Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah, last time you said ready, then you sang after it for a minute, and then finally said okay.
The man can't sing a note of those home.